Hey, what's going on, you fart-sniffing Flareon? I have played an egregious amount of Joltic Box the last week or so, and I just have not been able to feel good about the list. I've tried so many different things in this deck, and even up to this point, I think this is like the best the deck has felt so far, but I feel like there's still more to work on here. I'm still not satisfied with the build, and I've got like everything in this build right now, so I'll break it all down and give you my thoughts as to why I have what I have in here. So I've got the 2-1 Galvantula line, of course, in for the Joltic, the 2 Iron Hands, the 2 Miraidon, the 2 Pikachu, standard stuff, the Ursaluna, the Fez, and Iron Bundle has also become a staple in the deck. It feels like this should have just been played in this deck last format, to be honest. Iron Bundle wasn't really played in Joltic Box last format, but now it's become a staple this format, and I don't see why it wasn't played last format. This card is really, really good in the deck. Latias I have in here. I've been back and forth on Latias. The card feels really bad to put in play, and we very often don't need it, but specifically for the Dragapult matchup, the constant mobility is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie, so they can't do some weird stuff with Counter Catcher in the mid game. Taking away that option from them is pretty cool. I do have the Iron Leaves and the Clefairy, 2 cards I've actively tried to avoid, aggressively tried to avoid putting in this deck. I couldn't feel comfortable enough against the Dragapult matchup, so I went ahead and just added everything as options to help beat Dragapult. So I have the Clefairy in here, and I have the Gravity Mountain as just a one of, but yeah, I just couldn't feel, the Dragapult matchup did not feel good. It felt like very uncomfortable, very hard to beat when I was trying to play as little as possible in the deck, so I've just kind of been throwing more and more into the deck to help deal with the Dragapult matchup, and this is probably about as good as it gets. I mean, we could have like a recovery card in here to reuse the Clefairy, but that's like really awkward to line up in the late game to begin with, so it usually doesn't even happen. So the recovery card is still pretty iffy. Another Gravity Mountain, so Pikachu has a higher odds of KOing a Dragapult, sure, maybe. And I do have the Iron Leaves in here. I've always been a big hater of Iron Leaves in this deck, but with the resurgence of Charizard in the metagame, I'm coming around on the Iron Leaves a little bit. Of course, it is really good against Grimmsnarl as well. I think like Galvantula plus like double Bravery Charm is usually more than enough to deal with Grimmsnarl and put us in a favorable spot generally in that matchup. But with Charizard coming around as well, having the extra grass attacker isn't bad. So I have reintroduced the Iron Leaves into the deck, and it's fine. It's good against Charizard, it's good against Grimmsnarl. Can sometimes get you out of like a Maractus lock type situation, but I do still play the Switch in here. A big fan of the Switch still in the deck, so I still have that in here, because sometimes you want to Arven to move your active, but you don't want to put Latias in play, and you want to get your Bravery Charm into play as well. The Bravery Charm is like a really big deal to put in play on the first turn of the game. That's like the card I would maybe go up to 2 of. The card that I'm currently playing 2 of, that is usually a 1 of, is the Mew EX. Pricing this thing sucks. In a ton of matchups, it sucks to price. Also, as we get down to the late game, we need very little to win games sometimes, and just having more draw power in play is pretty nice. I find myself often having like double Mew Fez boards with like 2 attackers set up, just needing a Gust effect to win the game, or just need to find Ursaluna plus Gust to win the game. So sticking to the double Mew for now. Been liking it. It's pretty solid. I have 4 Arven, 4 Boss, of course. I have come down to 3 Crispin. Crispin has felt less and less necessary in the deck overall, and 3 Crispin feels like it still does enough in the deck to get by in games, but it's definitely the weakest of the 3 supporters that we play. It's the most situational, comes up the least. Sometimes we need it, sometimes we don't. Of course, we go up against like a Golden Go, and we Joltic to set up double Pikachu in that matchup, which is generally the line. Then we want kind of multiple Crispins in that game, but we still have 3 Crispins. I do have the Power Glass in here. I did cut the Eel in the end. The Eel just felt, it's really good in the matchup that's good against. Like, it's really good against all the aggressive matchups. It's good against Mirror Match, it's good against Raging Bolt, it's good against Golden Go. Accelerating more energy into play, specifically for our Pikachu most of the time, is really, really powerful, and it definitely is a better way to do that than the Power Glass, but it takes up 2 spaces. And they're also Pokemon, which means when we go up against the Dragapults and the Grimmsnarls, they kind of get stuck in our hand and just clog up our deck. So for where the metagame is at currently, I definitely favor the Power Glass over the Eel. But if the metagame gets more aggressive and there's like less Gardevoir, less Dragapult, less Grimmsnarl, then I would probably switch back to the Eel. But it feels like the meta's a little bit slower right now. Those are like the big 3 decks that we're trying to deal with here. So less teched out for the more aggressive decks. So I'm going with just the Power Glass instead of the Eel to be able to Pikachu a little bit more aggressively. Like I said, it's just 1 card. Eel is 2 cards. And it is a tool card, so we can just play it out of hand, draw more cards with our Mew. That's actually another reason I like the double Mew as well. If we just play the Mew and the Fez, sometimes we only get one of them into play, and as we get to the late game, our opponent can actively make the decision to just remove draw power from play, plus Iono us, but by having double Mew in the deck, that means if we draw into any Nest Balls or Ultra Balls, we can get more draw power reset up off of getting Iono'd through Nest Balls and Ultra Balls. If we played something like a Night Stretcher, it's not quite the same, especially when we want a boss for turn. We don't have time to Arven for Night Stretcher for Mew, but we do have time to go Nest Ball for Mew and then hopefully find boss off of the Mew to win the game. So that's another reason I like the double Mew, is if our opponent decides to target our draw power over our attackers when they Iono us, which they do pretty often, then we have more outs to that situation. Yeah, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Pokegear, 4 Ultra Ball, the Vessel. I still have the switch in here. Air Balloon, still have the Brave Charm, Power Glass. If we're going to increase any of these tools counts to a 2 of, 2 Bravery Charm would be the way I go. Prizing Bravery Charm does kind of suck because we use it basically in every single matchup. On like, we only like usually need 1. You basically only ever need 1 Bravery Charm. And we have a lot of access to it. We have the card itself and we play 4 Arven. But you do kind of need it. You really do want it on the Pokemon you need it on, whether it's Joltic on the bench to protect it from the Grimmsnarl snipe or just putting it on your Iron Hands so it reduces the odds of Gardevoir KOing it next turn. It does make a big difference. And then I do have the 1 of Gravity Mountain. This does a couple things. Initially I had the Vitality Band in here because 1-hit KOing a Gardevoir is pretty important. The option of that is pretty important. At first I want to try and write that off and be like, maybe let's have enough damage on it. I don't think that happens enough. I think we need the option to 1-hit KO a full HP Gardevoir with Pikachu's attack. So we could play a Vitality Band, which we do have more access to more consistently, but the Vitality Band doesn't allow Pikachu to one-hit a Dragapult. Grimmsnarl is not really relevant. That is true for Grimmsnarl as well, but we have Iron Leaves and Galvantula, so it doesn't really ever come up where we need that. But it is like something that it does enable, I guess, but it's not a reason to play the Gravity Band. It really is Gardevoir and Pult, and I could have stuck with the Vitality Band, but I was like, dude, I just want like more. I want more options against Pult. I need more options against Pult. This matchup is like, I just want more options against Pult. So the Gravity Mountain, it is weaker against Gardevoir because it's harder to find than the Vitality Band, which we could get off Arven, but it is stronger against Pult, so it's kind of the balance there. But if you feel more comfortable with your Pult matchup having Clefairy and you don't think you want the Gravity Mountain for that matchup, then I would switch the Gravity Mountain for a Vitality Band. I don't think we really need a Stadium bump. I mean, this is like a 1 of Stadium in here. It's really hard for us to find the Gravity Mountain to begin with, because we don't cycle through our deck that aggressively. We have the draw power of Fez and Mew, but we don't play like researches and stuff like that turn to turn to be able to dig for our Stadium. So I wouldn't think about including this as like a Stadium bump. This is kind of like a hopefully we find it at the right time to get the knockout we need when we need it. And for the energy count, we're at 5, 5, 2, 1. Of course, just 1 Psychic in here for the Clefairy option. And this feels pretty comfortable. I don't think we need the double Psychic. We can beat Dragapult in different ways. We can also attack with Mew in the matchup as well. That's something you want to aggressively do against Dragapult if you feel like you have time to do it, is just start attaching energy to Mew. And then if you're just a Crispin plus Clefairy away from winning the game, that's kind of cool, right? So don't be afraid to attach energy to Mew. And it also turns it into a situation where sometimes Dragapult does not want to draw prize cards. But if we leave a bench space open, so it could become a Clefairy, and then we attach to our Mew, all of a sudden our opponent loses to Crispin Clefairy, and they kind of have to go chase KO the Mew, which gives us draw power with Fezandipity, and then leads us to finding more bosses orders and just winning with Ampu very much sometimes. So that is a cool kind of setup that we gain from playing the Clefairy, is it's not so much that we actually use Clefairy to KO Dragapult, but it forces the Dragapult player to draw prize cards, which means we then draw cards with Fez, and we just ignore the Dragapult the whole game, and we just gust around it over and over and over again with Boss and Prime Catcher, and just amp 3 times, or like amp Ursaluna KO Latias or Fez if that made its way into play. And that's it. That's where I'm at with Joltic Box. A lot of cards that I've never liked having in the deck are back in the deck because, I mean, we just need more for the Pult matchup. Also, I guess, yeah, the reason for the Iron Leaves is the Charizard matchup, but jump some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Ooh, Jelly! Alright, so Peak is good in this matchup. Oh, wow, man. The Jellicent EX. Crazy cool PokemonTCG card. Kind of sucks if we prize our air balloon here, I guess. Oh, what do we have? Peak 2 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 1. Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm, Air Balloon, EXP share, Power Glass. There's an Ultra Ball. Prize a Pokegear. Did I prize? No, Prime's here. Dude, what else did I prize? Vessel, maybe? Iron Leaves. Iron Leaves is prize. Oh. Yeah, Iron Leaves is prize. No, it's in my hand, right? No, it's not. The vessel's here. What else did I prize? Oh, Clefairy. Okay. I'm kind of down to bench the Pikachu right now because it seems like the Pikachu might be pretty good in this matchup. I can get the Power Glass on it right now. Do I ever pop the Iron Bundle right now? Probably not, right? A Pikachu Power Glass would be fine. Maybe I just want to leave the bench space open. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. You plan on being open with what you bring to Worlds like you were in Merida? I don't know. Guys, I don't plan that far ahead. I truly don't. I don't make... The most I have planned for PokemonTCG is... I woke up this morning and before I started the stream, I was like... I kind of want to play some more with Joltic Box. That's it. That's as far as my planning goes. That's like literally it. Like literally, I just don't pay, I just do not plan that far ahead. It's not, yeah. It's not that I don't care. It's just like I just don't. It's just not how I like my process works. It's like I'm not, yeah. If I come up with something truly broken tomorrow, or like at the end of the stream, like if the things just connect, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just came up with the most broken deck for right now, the most broken deck. I would not share it with stream, and I would try and just refine it for Worlds. But if I just end up playing Grimmsnarl, like, I mean, then I'm just playing Grimmsnarl. Fuck you, Cleffa. I mean, let me lock in here real fast. Shoot, they have double Monkey Dory. I'm not gonna be able to KO a Cardvor now. Your bones. Maybe I just get weird though. Yeah, what if we just get weird and set up a second Iron Hands here? Because my setup kind of sucks. Oh, could they take advantage of that though? It feels like they could. But it's only if they have Candy Guardy. I feel like I'm not equipped to just go knock out Cleffa here and give them +3 off Fez. Maybe I just set up another Iron Hands? I mean, it just feels really weak, but everything feels really weak about the situation. Maybe it's a mix of Pika and Hands, though. No, but they could whiff the Dark and attack with Gardevoir. At that point, why not set up the Peak? I might need back-to-back Hands, but I could do a little split here, I guess. Although I don't have that many energy in my deck, but I can do like this, like that, I guess. Sure. Here's the 14 months there, Ridgeway. Good luck at Worlds. Hope your prep is leading you to the right answer. Hopefully. Also, just KOing the Cleffa is so bad. And to him, I'm next to nothing. Oh my god, I like her. Like her. See, now I'm kind of set up to go knockout, knockout, knockout. Whereas before, it did not feel that way. So now I can go like 2-2-2, right? Oh, I still want to boss KO the fudge. What the fuck? Yeah, Yeah, see, now we got like a swarm of fellas, you know what I'm saying? Got a swarm of fellas set up over here. Please don't play this like a world. You can do better than this. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? How does that even work? Appreciate the prime sub there, Scooby Doom. Welcome to the Rat Pack. Bring the swine to World's Trust. Yo, swine locked? 3 monkey doors, bro. You can chill out, bro. It's like really not that serious. You're cringe for that. You're cringe for the triple monkey dory. Ooh. Honestly, my hand sucked. I'm okay with this. Nah, I had Nestball for Fez. Oh my! He's got the fucking nuts. What the? I actually need to get Iron Bundle off my bench because they could probably do some weird BS. Because like right now, their play is Punch Hands, Monkey Dory. Can they ever get my Iron Bundle? Can they ever catch my fella just chilling? Maybe they can't catch the fella chilling, to be honest. They probably have to just go through. They're honestly just probably taking KOs here. They probably just have to go through my attackers and hope I run out of attackers, right? Yeah. Could I ever set up my EXP share? No. Dude, I literally got to do 0 things this game. What the heck? Oh, no, I messed up. Well, kind of. Oh. Always have Blood Moon Fez. Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be super relevant, but we do, yeah. I need to get this Iron Bundle off my bench. This guy kind of sucks. This guy's kind of cheeks. I can't find energy for my Iron Hands here, though. Appreciate the 51 months there, Omega Caesar. Dude, what the fuck is this draw? Dude, well, I was feeling pretty good about the situation. I mean, we just gotta commit. Get him! Hyper blower. Dude, so lucky. How'd they know to send up the other Guardy? This is where the Vitality Band would come into play. Reintroduce it into the deck? Over what though? EXP share? Maybe. Not even that hard to set up 2 monkey doors to be able to do the play either, right? Mew, if you let me down here, bro. Oh my. Amp you very little. Just enough, we're chilling. They should have moved 5 to hands and 1 to bundle at least. Yeah, probably. They should have forced the bundle out of me. Alright, I'm gonna go get my food. Wait, did I miss a turn? I didn't miss a turn, right? Okay. I was like, wait, what happened? Yo, appreciate 60 months there, Jake. What is their... I don't even know what their play should be here, to be honest. There's so many plays they can make, and they all kind of are average. All their plays suck. I just don't know even what they should do. Well, if they don't KO hands, they lose, so... Did you fez? I did, yeah. Did you faz? Do you even faz, bro? Am I actually out of grass? Wait, what the fuck? When did that happen? Wait, when did that happen? I definitely could have like had a grass mine peak, and the metal could have been somewhere else for sure. Oh, it's an Ursa dub. It's an Ursa D's. Ugh. This is pretty bad. Yeah, this is not great. My gosh, my deck has so much garbage in it. Yeah, I definitely could have like played this differently to have access to the metal for sure. I definitely messed up. I could. How can I play this? I'm trying to think of like a cute way to play this, but there's no cute way to play this, right? Vessel ban will be game. Yeah. I'm gonna put the vessel back in. I'm trying to think of like there's a different way to win. There's not though. Does it ever get stuck? 5. No, they're never getting stuck. The feds could get stuck, it's just unlikely. Very unlikely. Okay. Retreat 3, accelerate 4, triple monkey dory possibility. Be unlikely to get the triple monkey dory, but it is. Oh, they have 2 cards left in deck, so if they have super odd research, they basically have everything. Or push peak, power glass to Galvantula. That way I could retreat to Galvantula, pass, and if their Screamtail is still prized, I could win. Oh. Ah, let's go. What if instead of Clefairy, we play 1 Slitherwing and 2 Fight Energies? No. Would you ever add a Zekrom? No, I don't think so. I don't think it like answers Zekrom like never ever answers any situations that we have. Also, we can't set it up in one turn, so it's like it takes up a bench space and is like hella telegraph to our opponent what we're doing, and then they can always just play around it. Basically, it's too slow. It also only matters for one matchup. Like only matters for Holt. Doesn't matter for any other matchup. Why not run Eel? I'm trying to play without Eel, but have the Clefairy Psychic for 2 gravity. No. I don't like the peak that much in the Holt matchup. I don't think it solves the problem against Holt. Yo, what's up, Sweeney? Zekrom is cool, though. True. Cool fella. Alright, so I have to commit to hand. Oh. No, I still have to commit to the hands, though. Eel won me many games. Eel is good. It's not bad. I can attach the metal for turn, right? So it's got to be like... You only need the Clefairy for Pult? Yeah, but the Gravity Mountains are not that... Like, if I have Vitality Man, I already cover all the situations for the other thing anyways. It doesn't even matter at that point. Zekrom might be okay if you play Eel, but I'd have to like... I think it's not better than the other solutions. The only matchup that this deck has a problem with is literally... The only thing that I need to solve with this deck is Pult. It's the only thing to solve is the Pult matchup. So whatever tech is best for Pult is what you play. Whatever is the best inclusion for the Pult matchup is what you play. I just don't know what that is yet. Picnic? Picnic doesn't do enough, though. Yeah, Blood Moon, you don't need Zekrom. I mean, Zekrom would be for Pult, though. Do you use Bear at the end? There's a Bear in here, yeah. Vitality? Vitality doesn't work. 3 Pikas? No. Surely Black Hiram? I don't hate it, I guess. I don't know if it works, though. They don't play switch cards, so you trap it for a turn. They'd Monkey Dory 30 over. Does 90? But the thing is, you have to still open up hands, set up Black Hiram, and then set up something that follows up to Black Hiram. That feels pretty... It feels pretty tough to do. That was good for Pult. Yeah, but is it the best thing for Pult? We're not looking for just good. We want to know what the best inclusion is. Which I don't know what that is. But it does exist. Honestly, our board right now is super cheesy because they can't KO my peak. So I'm going to go retreat hands knockout for 2. And if they ignore my hands... Well, actually, I guess they could just ignore my hands. All right, but if they don't ignore my hands, then I just go back into Joltic and I load up my peak. And then we hope our top decks and prize cards are good. Devo or Coco? Black Hiram into Devo? Could I do some other cheesy play? No, it's always just got to be KO active here. I could boss this guy and try and trap it. Maybe do that next turn. Dampen. But yeah, they could bring out my peak here, I guess, and punch it. But then I can just retreat. I can hopefully pull out to another peak off my prize cards or top deck and just go back into loading up the second peak, I guess. And we're just chilling. And then we got the answer, so. What about Max Belt instead for the Pult matchup? No. You need to play Prime. What about Bianca's Devotion for the Pult matchup? Ultra situational? It's probably just too... I mean, it would work. That would work. The Devotion would work if you could find it. But finding it is very unlikely. We could play 2 Pult. We could play 2 Devotion and then just, like, pray we hit it. I think the answer is either Mountains or Clefairy. I mean, so the problem with... yeah, I think it is. I think Mountain or Clefairy or both. The problem with Mountain is you have to commit to Pikachu. Genesect wasn't good enough. Genesect's just kind of weak. I don't know. So yeah, we just load up peak and go from there, I guess. They can't one hit the peak, so I always get 2 off my peak, and then we just need... I mean, or they don't have Gust to punch my peak, and then we just win, I guess. Also, I guess I have this guy set up as well. This guy can actually KO. Oh, nope, not anymore. Never mind. Put gear for devotion. I'm just not guaranteed. Can't you boss against Bolt? No, because they can like KO your hands. They can KO your Iron Hands before that. So they can threaten you in a couple ways. One, they can KO your hands before that happens. They can KO your Iron Hands. Threaten the KO on your Iron Hands as you go for your 4 prize cards. And if they haven't put Fez down or Latias, then you don't have an Ursa Luna win condition. And then if you... and I gotta cook. Do I ever play around their Iono? On a Halucha, Gust, Vitality Band, Pika. Alright, you're fired. If I bench Fez here and load up my peak, then they could go Gust KO Fez. Then I go Gust win. Assuming they don't play a hand disruption card. Dude, I'm trying to like... Alright, I'm just gonna... If I assume they don't have... Fez... And I can just get my own Fez. I could even Braver Charm it so they can't Miraidon it. Although, do I care if they do that? I'm trying to think about like what they could possibly do that I would care about. I can't think of anything that they could do that I would care about. They can just Pikachu this anyways. They don't want to leave this in the active, so... What if I just go... Enough. They Gust KO Fez. I go Gust, win. I don't know. Barb and Clef at all if you have Mountain. Because neither are like... Well, the thing is, like, they can't... Well, see, I guess the problem is, like, with the Mountain play is that... If you put Pikachu on your bench, they can always just Gust KO Pikachu before you get to use it. Also, it can be hard to have both set up at the same time. It's a lot easier to set up Clefairy. I don't know. Yeah, maybe just the Clefairy by itself is just enough, to be honest. The more I think about it. The problem with the Mountain is, like, you have to have a Pikachu set up. And then you have to find the Mountain after that. So it's, like, a lot. Iron Bundle. What do I care about keeping more here? I actually don't even know. Feed the Fez. They KO the Fez. I go Knockout. I'm just gonna feed the Fez. Sure. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. I guess like Iono was like the thing I'm scared of here, but I'm chilling. I mean, jamming is Paul playing 1, but they see so many cards that they will find it almost every single game. So the thing about Gravity Mountain though is that the thing that Pult can do is they can play with a low bench. Pult can play with a bench that as you take KOs, they end up with a single or a Pult and one bench Pokemon in play. And at that point, Clefairy no longer KOs. Like, that is possible. That bench is possible. Now, Gravity Mountain, if you have Pikachu set up, could still KO them. But they could also KO your Pikachu, and then it doesn't matter. So, yeah. If they get 2 attacks off with Pult, because their first attack with Pult would be to go punch your hands, put damage on Pikachu. If you go into Pikachu that turn with Gravity Mountain, you don't win the game. You'd go down to 2, and then they would just go, all right, cool, new Pult, KO your hands. And they're still, it's like in the exact same spot, except you're losing still. You attack still KO Cleffa if it is on the bench, right? That is true. There is that play. That play is available. That play is still available. These are all good cards. Except for these 2. I have game in hand, so I'm just gonna get some random BS. This guy's pretty cool. We could take Melodic. Yeah, sure. I'm down. Get the fish in there. Ooh, 2 nest balls. Very cool. I think the problem with the mount is that you have to run 3 if you ever want to find it. I think 2 is okay. I think 2 is like okay. I mean, we could just play both, honestly. Like, if we really just want to hit, like, we can cut the Vitality Band, and then we have that. We can have Gravity Mountain plus... We can play, like, 1 Gravity Mountain and just be like, we just need to hit them from as many angles as possible and just, like, do that instead of the Vitality Band, to be honest. Mounts are simply more flexible and useful in other matchups. Instead of running the Clefairy and Psychic, the mounts work in Zard, Grim, Pult, and Guardy. Zard, listing Zard and Grim is like irrelevant. Those matchups are already so easy. It doesn't matter. Like, those matchups, we already have like super powerful lines. We don't need another line in either of those matchups. Also, getting Pikachu set up ever in the Zard matchup fast enough is just not ever happening. If we have to open Iron Hands, which you basically always have to open Iron Hands. Because if they initiate the Pride Trade, we basically always lose. So against the Zard matchup, using the Gravity Mountain realistically I don't think it's realistic. Hide. Yeah, we don't want to include the Zard matchup and the Grim matchup as reasons to play a card, because we already win those matchups. It's got to be what is literally best for Pult. The only thing that matters is Pult. Appreciate the raid there, Video Game House. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, everyone. Clefairy is just a dead card in every other matchup. Unless there's something I'm missing about the crabs, and all of a sudden, like, you actually just have like a bad what's it called matchup? Is this Flareon or is this Terra Box? It's Raging Bingus. With the pawn? Wait, what? How do they set the thing up? How are we setting up the water pond? What's the world champ? Across the world chump, or like. Got weak to lightning. You can't lose to this? No, I definitely can. Wrong, actually. Wrong. Nice try. I mean, the peaks are here. I think we just get. Oh, I don't need another nest ball though. What the heck? Wait, what the fuck do I get? So I'm gonna get double peak. Early Genesect if you have it. I couldn't. Well, I could Genesect out of his hand, but it would require Latias. I don't play the Genesect though. This is the matchup to play the Genesect though. Honestly, I'm kind of down for another Nest Ball. We can just go wide next turn with the squad. So we can do something like this. Let me just slow down, chat. All right. Fuck you, Joltic. What you trying to do, bro? Little rat. What are you on about, buddy? Oh, they have a Terra Pokemon. I was like, they don't have a Terra Pokemon. Nope, they do. So if I just commit to the hands, he just gets nuked. We don't want to do that. Where's my Psychic? And 2 grass. Let's go. Grand Delusion. Three Crispies, 2 boss, prize of boss. I mean, I guess grabbing... No, I want to save my Nest Balls to get Fez and Muse and stuff like that. Let's grab this guy. Fez is here. I prize 1 Mew. Fairy's here. Latias. Green guy. Galvantula? Galvantula's here. Joltic's here. Man, we got the whole damn squad rolling up. It's so nice that they all showed out for this game. Really appreciate it. The fuck? What am I missing? Bundle? Nah, he's here. Dude, I don't know who I'm missing. Alright, we're just gonna leave it like that. I don't ever play around their Iron Bundle, right? By like putting like another Joltic in play or something. Okay, and I gotta figure out what this last fucking prize card is. It's annoying me. 2 hands. Oh, it's a Miraidon. The fairy just wins you the game? No, it does not. That's not how this matchup plays out. Would it be bad to set up hands here and target the owls and fan? Yes, because if I put hands on my bench here, he'd probably just die. He could just die. But my peak is a little bit harder to KO. Actually, it's a lot harder to kill my peak. He'd be pretty crazy here. There's another matchup where the eel would be actually good, and the power glass is... Dude, the thing about the power glass, it's just like hard to set up sometimes. I think it's like so hard. I'm getting my eel back in here, bro. Screw the haters. I'm bringing the eel back, bro. For these faster matchups, the eel is so good, and that's like usually where power glass comes in. But setting up that goddamn power glass, man. What the heck? Also, who knows if the power glass will even like get value from it. In this matchup specifically, if I had access to the if I played the Genesect, I could have actually set up Genesect here. I could have actually set up Genesect here. They also could have, they did get the attachment down turn 1 though, so they could have had boss, but it's unlikely. Eel is king. Bro, I need him, man. I need him back. If they have Water Pond, no shot they have Slitherwing. Gotta be, right? You got Bravery, Brave Bangle on this list? I do not know. Taking for the Rainbow Ball matchup is so finicky and none of it feels like it actually does anything. Just sucks. You like do so much stuff and then it's like, and none of it worked. Congratulations, it all sucks. Why is Bangle relevant? Because it allows... Punch me peak? Fuck you! The Bangle allows Spite Ops to KO Ogre Pawns and Fez and Latias. Yep, that's it. And that's it. Listen here, brother. You can't just go around punching people's peaks. What are you, some kind of criminal? Not Spite Ops? No, it's Spite Ops. I'm cheating. So I put Spite Ops in specifically. I don't care what you guys do. I'm playing Spite Ops. So I got the first 2 prize KO, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's not bad. I think I should just swing, to be honest. I don't really want to commit any of this stuff yet because I don't want to go like counter catch or KO my draw power. Punch. Maybe I don't really care if they chase though. It's possible I don't care. We saw no Clefairy? Nah, Clefairy's in there. 1 Gravity Mountain plus Clefairy. I'm putting everything in here to try and beat Pole. We just need everything. We need the whole squad. But now I want to get the eel back in here. Eel and Eely. Okay. I have Switch Prime left, right? I have Iron Leaves here. So I can go... Wait, this is cringe. No. Dude, lock in, chat, lock in. Honestly, I don't want to get sobbed again. Fuck this guy. Magnet? No, no magnets on. Why are you playing Ares Yo Joltic? That's the thing. I'm not. This is my opponent's. Ever get away with 1 Joltic? Probably not, right? Why are you playing Wellspring Mask Joltic? Because it's broken. I have no way to get the metal energies back. No! Not my Joltic! No! You bastard! Honestly, that is a real bastard move right there. Pretending. Dude, what the fuck? What do I have left, though? Hold on. I do have to win this game somehow. I don't have any attackers set up right now. This is weird. I just need them to draw prize cards, right? Like, I just need them to draw some prize cards. Give me your owl there, buddy. Yeah, draw prize cards, please. I mean, we can eventually attack. I just don't need to be aggressive. I just like I can wait for them. We have time. I'm not like stressing. Feed them peek it, damage peek. Yeah, feedy peek. It was reminder for Joltic plus hands and Joltic to hands. Checkmate with Blood Moon in the deck. No, they have 5 prize cards. Also, I wouldn't even be able to load up the hands to be able to amp. I wish I was short of an amp. These goddamn Pikachus ate all my fucking energy, bro. Greedy little rats. You considering Joltic box for Worlds? I'm considering any deck that is a good deck. Clef for win. Yep, I'm just gonna play this as a Clefairy, and then I'll play the other one as a. We should be cooking. Ooh, that Power Glass threat though. Hold up. Actually, is a real threat. Give me another. Dude, this is so sad. Give me something. Oh, it's not a good something though. Probably correct to just do it though. Ship it. We have the threat of the Pikachu now, so we should be fine. Fine. I appreciate the 52 months there. Monkey Destruction Switch. Wait, why can't I Crispin? Am I trolling? Did I already play a supporter? Oh, I played boss. Oh, wait, I'm at a boss. That's fine. We can just retreat to Pika and pass, right? I should have actually used the Iron Bundle beforehand. Do I ever do this? I would discard Iron Bundle and Iron Leaves, then I retreat to Pika Pass. I don't have that much draw power, though. I kind of want to limit their bench, to be honest, more so than anything. Thinking with the fan, though? That's fine. Thinking fan D's. Between the lines, y'all. Typhlosion is the play. Nobody has played as much Typhlosion as Azul. Yeah, true. Have you guys not picking up on the clues, bro? The triangle, bro. The eye. The Poke Illuminati. But it's Big Peak and, D's nuts. Oh my gosh. I see the vision now. Holy shit. I didn't think about it that way before. Oh my gosh. Read between the lines, folks. But Azul really be grinding this much Typhlosion if you didn't already have it locked in for Worlds? Fucking sheep, lock the fuck in. What are you doing? Oh shit, they really just be rocking a water out here with an E-switch. It's kind of crazy. Is Eevee deck any good? Honestly, the more I think about Eevee, the better I think it is for sure. I just haven't given it really the time of day recently. We could. Oh, I have 3 energy left? What the heck? I didn't know this peak was swinging like that. Wait, am I swinging with this peak like that? I have a lightning left? Was it double lightning grass? I'm just gonna load up the Dawn like that then. What the heck? It's like a really weird game, but it is just like an eventually win. We have just eventually win. Yeah, sure. Can I get a grass, please? Thank you very much. And before Briar for game. That would be unfortunate. I'm not playing around. Oh, wait, that's probably why they play the Water Pond, right? It's to set up for Briar combos. Actually, I wouldn't be that shocked. If they're playing Water Pond, honestly, I don't hate the Briar. Should you not retreat here? No, I mean, the only thing they can kill me with is the 2-prizer. You can do some really funky stuff with Water Pond with Briar combos. Like, you can draw 3 prize cards, your opponent goes down to 2, and then you go, like, Sob, Briar, win. It's really hard to set up, though. It's really hard to set up. But it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Dude, this has been such a... I mean, we are always winning this game. Like, don't get it wrong. This game was never close. But it's just funny the way it played out. It means we have to, like, sit there and grind. We had to sit here and grind for it. But we were never... we were never close to losing this game. If anyone was curious. It was just going to take a while. It was just going to take a long, long time. Speedwang. All right, sure. Little rat. I mean, my Pika gets loaded next turn and isn't under any threat from the owl or the fan rotom. What do we got left in here? Let's have a peek. Let's have a look. Ooh, hang on, there's some squad. Oh, I didn't realize we had this much squad in here. What the heck? Actually. I can't put a one prizer in play though. I don't want him to be able to take a one prize knockout. So actually, does it even matter, dude? How would it ever matter, bro? I don't know. I have Ladia. Dude, there's just no... I have Prime Catcher. I've got Latias. I can burn one of these. Fail. Draw two. Yeah, he's a tank, bro. 80 HP left. This guy's unmovable. Dude, this is just so cringe. Now I kind of want the Crispin. Alright, sure. I do have Prime Catcher left, right? What a criminally cringe game this has been. Oh, I can attack. Oh no, but I want to have the peak as an option. Wait, that's not even true, because I just have Ursaluna. So I can just go Miraidon knockout now, right? Criminally cringe. Oh, sure. I could attack with Miraidon for the knockout, or I could retreat to Pika and Pika loads up an energy and I pass. If they KO my Miraidon, I have Ursaluna to win with. So, but if I retreat to Pika and it gets an energy, they can't do some weird like counter catcher KO Fez BS. Let me get one for the peak, please. Can I get one? Can I get one on peak? I think if I do the Pika play, there's no win condition for them. If I don't do the Pika play, I think it is possible they could have like counter catcher KO Fez with Raging Ball. Oh no, but then I would KO them with Ursaluna. Oh, never mind. I literally can't lose. Miraidon plays around the Briar. Oh, true, the Briar. We forgot about the Briar. All right, I should have played around Briar actually. I wish I had played around Briar. Charming coming. I mean, I'll just get Prime Catcher. I have Prime Catcher left in my deck. We're chilling. Is it gonna be like that? They got it like that? Okay, sure. I should have just like gone Miraidon KO to be honest, because like we always have the Ursaluna there. Oop, I drew the one. No, there's two dead cards in my deck actually. Oh my gosh, he's got the Arvin. Wait, is my Prime Catcher just... No, my last two prize cards are 2 grass energy. Dude, what a stupid game. This is so dumb. Alright, finally. If it is Bolt. We'll see. Hey, so would you be able to complete the Poke Quiz where you fill out the Pokedex from every generation? No. So what do you think of Dragon Shield dual mats? They're good. I prefer the normal mats, but I know there's people who prefer the dual mats as well, so. Really just personal preference. Yeah, rally-ish is weird. Well, it's not weird. They basically had rally before, but it just wasn't, it didn't have a keyword. But they basically already had rally in the game. They must have a Noctowl in their hand if they committed Nest Ball for a Raging Bolt already. This is the problem with this matchup. Is like, we're literally just fucked. Even if I get the Joltic down, we lose. I mean, it's technically winnable, but... Well, no, I guess I can go into Pikachu. Or so I can go... Dude. This is a squad we're about to line up right here. Oh! Where do I even put the... Where do I even put the energy, bro? There's no Pikachu. All right, well, assuming they don't get a 2-prize knockout for whatever reason, it's got to be something like grass, lightning, grass, or something like that. Hands? No, I feel like hands has got to be terrible here because I want to be able to KO through the active. Being able to KO through the active is just like the sequence can't be correct. What do you mean? What do you want me to do? Pass? My hand's not good here because it means I have to have Gust. With this setup, I can KO through the active. I can go Clefairy, KO, Raging Bolt, and then this guy can have Gust on the following turn. Well, as long as I have Psychic Energy in the deck. This means we don't need Gust. Unless you're saying, like, you want me to KO this Hoot Hoot specifically, which I guess, yeah, sure, to KO this specific Hoot Hoot. But then I can go Gust with Miraidon for 2 anyways, and I have that. But this gives me the ability to KO through the active, which I feel like is more valuable, because then I can find Crispin for Psychic or something like that to KO the Raging Bolt. I think that's got to be higher value here. If only we could have checked for Lightning Energy before making the play. You mean Psychic? Yeah. I mean, yeah, we should have. The World's, huh? Can you post your exact 60 for free on Discord at least 3 days in advance? Thanks. Also, please notify chat immediately once you decide for a deck. Of course. What the heck? Sure. If they don't have an Owl here, they definitely threw last turn when they Nest Balled for Raging Bolt instead of Fan Rotom. Unless they prize all their Fan Rotoms, I guess. That'd be the only reason that makes sense. But they also drew with Teal Mask before using... They used the Nest Ball before drawing with Teal Mask. I guess I don't know. Nest Balls are such a high value card in that deck. I feel like that never makes any sense. Alright, well I feel like this should just be Crispin Prime. But maybe they prize Prime Catcher. Maybe they don't have the Crispin as well though, actually. They did discard one. Okay, I mean I feel like that's a pretty good sign. Oh, I don't have a Terra Pokemon in play. That's ass. So I can't even go wide. Oh, maybe they still have Crispin Prime, I guess. Best Typhlosion build. Zork or Pidgeot, one of the two. Okay, I went with Fan Rotom, I guess. Oh, it is the exact same opponent with the water. Okay. I feel like this is pretty good for us. We'll see what happens. Maybe I should... No, loading up hands is so bad there, because then I'm all in on hands, and if they just go Raging Bolt Knockout, I need so much. I would always need Gus. Always needing Gus is bad. I feel like it's bad. I feel like if they're missing the Prime play, they're missing this play, but they hit this play, I guess. Water Energy? Yeah, they play Water Pond. Oh my god. I feel like I have to hope this is boss, right? Peek to enable the wide. I guess I just check this first, to be honest. It is Arvin for Prime, which I guess is okay as long as Prime is in the deck. I would prefer not to Prime if possible. So we can just restart for 1 into boss first. Feels bad to prime. I could Bravery Charm the Clefairy, because right now it ties for 3 energy, so if they just have boss, they KO it, but if I Bravery Charm it, they need 4. Have you considered playing Typhoon and Pidgeot with Black Belt Training to KO stage 2s consistently? No, the deck already KOs stage 2s consistently. Black Belt Training would be like an inferior way of doing it. If you want to like increase your odds of KOing stage 2s, you want to add what do you want to add? There's something. Second Victini. Yeah. Black Belt is just a worse, an inferior way of getting the KOs. You have Brave Bangle, you have Victini, and you have Gravity Mountain. You have better ways. Sick! Alright, that is pretty good for us. If I get Joltic here, how much energy do I have left in the deck? I could get 3 energy off the... Well, it's like so little energy, though. Oh, they have the Water Pawn, though. Oh my gosh, am I down my Switch and my... Oh my god, dude. I literally lose to Water Pawn because I'm down Switch and Prime. Oh, no, I have Iron Leaves. I have Iron Leaves. How do I want to play this? How do I want to play this? How do I want to play this? I kind of don't want to feed them the Joltic, to be honest. I don't really want anything off this, except maybe second Miraidon. So if they kill my Miraidon, I can have another Miraidon, I guess. I don't know. Go to prison just because I don't like them. Oh, my Psychic Energy is prized. Cringe. All right, sure. It's so bad. Let me just get peak fully loaded. Oh, the Christmas was still pretty good, but I don't want to lose an energy either. I have Latios back in the deck, right? Yeah. Pitch area 0. Discard my Iron Hands. I could just leave this in the active, right? Like I just leave Miraidon in the active here. They can't really, if they want to bring up the Bring Ball and KO, then I have Pikachu or potentially, yeah. We do this, get rid of Iron Hands. Then pass. I just do not care if this Miraidon dies. Have him. He's yours. Use Muta Copy Ball for weakness. Nope. I think Typhlosion has a chance at making top 32 at Worlds. Yes. As a sick shirt, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Down. Fanrodon was kind of doing work here, to be honest. It didn't work. Does Porygon Z have a chance of being played at Worlds? No. Wait, I have to make sure I have enough energy to attack with Ursaluna here, right? Otherwise, that could get stuck. I've only drawn one prize card. Oh, shoot. Can I move the... Ursaluna might just get stuck this game. Maybe I shouldn't have bumped their area 0 because I need the bench space to potentially put Latias on play to make it so Ursaluna doesn't get stuck. Okay, I may be trolled. I may be... Yep. The throws are in, chat. The throws are in. You're gonna get sobbing with it. One... Oh, do I have my Power Glass still? I can put the Power Glass on. We should be fine, actually. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cute top deck. What's left? Oh, I have 3 energy left. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it's chilling. It's chilling. It's pretty chill. It's pretty cool. It's pretty, I have a boss left. Probably just want to grab the out to boss. Oh, but I also need to keep the bench space open so I could... Alright, dude, the Sob thing is actually... I need to keep the bench space open for Iron Leaves. That's what it was, right? Dude. That's right. I should not have replaced their area 0. I even talked about the Sob thing. I was like, oh, I have Iron Leaves. It doesn't really matter. I can't attack with it yet. But as soon as I top deck energy, I can go attach. I can go attach to this. And then pass. If they leave it in the active, then I can go Crisp and Knockout. Sure. I need 4. Yeah, sure. I definitely should have just left the area 0 in play. I should just burn this Arven here, to be honest. Just burn the Arven. I don't even know what I'd get, because it's pretty bad. So Sob doesn't really accomplish anything there? Well, they could deck me out. There is like the threat of getting decked out here. Yeah, I could literally get decked out here. Because I have a bunch of other attackers in play that I can't use. So I only have 17 cards left in my deck. Coming Briar Torrential Pump. They could also have Briar Torrential Pump, yeah. Body looking real good. Latias does nothing. The Iron Leaves does everything, though. Dude, I definitely troll by not leaving my bench open. He kills Luna before deck out. Nobody can bring up other Pokemon. There's nothing stopping him from bringing up something else off the bench here. They can bring up something else, trap that. I only have 16 cards left in deck. It depends how many Gust effects they have left. If I just didn't bump their area 0. Now, they could have bumped it on their own turn to take away it. Oh, there we go. It's real. The play is real. It's live. I feel like they probably play 3 Gust effects, whether that be second boss or counter catcher. Because they play the Sob thing. So they probably play a 3rd Gust effect. So they probably win by deck out here. I would bet on them winning by deck out here, to be honest. Sob them back. I can't. I don't have enough energy. I'm out of energy. We use our switch. We use our prime. I bumped the area 0. I guess if they also had prize their area 0 bump, then my Iron Leaves would always be an option. So I needed to not bump their stadium. I kind of got lost in the sauce and just started playing cards. I also played the Arven and took a card out of my deck, which I didn't have to do. So I could have stopped playing cards as well. I would have had 1 card left. You can boss trap their Radiant Ball 2 times. No, I have 1 boss left. I have 1 boss left in deck and I have 1 boss prized. Also, they could probably just move it twice, to be honest. Maybe not, though. Maybe it could get stuck, I guess. If I have both boss left, I'll go for it. 1 boss obviously isn't going to cut it. Alright, so they can hit this 3 more times before they have to bring up something else. So we'll see if they have another gust effect. They might only play 2 gust effects. That's also possible. Shoot, I should not have bumped their stadium, man. Oh no. When does Bolt play Teal Mask anyway? You mean Water Pond? Never. But they play it, and we knew they played it. We bumped Air Zero to remove hands from being sobbed, actually. So is it not the same? Not the same? No, because if I could just Iron Leaves. If I have a bench space, I can just Iron Leaves to the active and KO this, and I win. I should probably play an Ultra Ball here, to be honest. To get rid of Joltic Galvantula. To thin out my deck in case they go Iono and plus knockouts or something. Well, no, they can never KO enough stuff to win the game, though. Or they could go like Fan Rotom knockout or something. Recycler? Alright, losing to Water Pond Raging Ball is one thing. Losing to Recycler Raging Ball is another. 2 waters? Wait, they're just kind of cooking with this. 2 water, 2 E-switch. They're like they're playing it like Terra Box. They're like playing it like go first. All right, I do want to play around like possible Iono. I also top deck boss here, so I could boss the Raging Bolts. If the second boss is in here, I just don't know if it is. Oh, it is. Okay. So I can back-to-back boss their Raging Bolt, and it could get stuck. Never lucky. What is this, cookery? Exactly. What the heck? They digging for Briar? They could be, yeah. They could be digging for the Briar. Oh, so this is the turn where I have to boss it, right? So that means they can't play boss as well. Or it might be awkward for them to play boss. So I have to boss this turn, which is -1 card in my deck. But I think if they have another... Wait, hold on. I can do the math. Oh, wait, hold up. They're going to put 2 energy on the Raging Bolt. So if I boss it, they can just go attach, retreat. Oh, they didn't put another energy, though. So we got to go for the boss here, right? I'm still losing the deck out anyways. Alright, so we force them to have, like... Oh, no, but they have to Sada here, then they're decking out first. So they can't Sada. They can't Sada. They would need Area 0. Oh, they could have Area 0 Night Stretcher. No, but then they give me... Oh, what the fuck? Another one? Wait, that's still -2, though. I guess that makes sense when they're playing Water Pond. They didn't attach... Dude, they had it if they attached last turn! Wait, no. Yes. Wait. Yes. Wait. Yes. Alright, they trolled this one. How do they still have energy? They play Recycler. A third? 3 E-switch? Okay, but now they have 6 cards left in their deck. Wait, but now if they go this KO... We should still win, right? I don't have... Okay. I don't have a boss left now. This is so weird now. I do have bench space for Iron Leaves, so if they have another Gust... How many Area 0 are they down? 1? Would you have another boss? No, I'm out. All boss are gone. I back-to-back bossed it. Bench me for draw power? No, 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 no. Nice try. And let me take a look what's in the deck. Okay, so I think... So everything's in attacking range. I put a lightning here. I can't go back into Sob. So I can go lightning here. I have Iron Hands in deck, which I can search out if I want to. But I should go like this, I think. Everything can retreat or attack. I'm gonna keep the Pikachu so I can use that to add to the bench. Can we just go with Iron Leaves if we take a knockout here? I think so. If they sob, you always win. Well, no, they can sob my Clefairy. Oh wait, why am I playing cards? Oh shoot, I just like put myself in deck out first. Dude, god damn it. Dude. Fuck. Oh no, but I have Iron Leaves. I have Iron Leaves. This is fine. This is fine. I have access to Iron Leaves, so this is 100% fine. I did not troll, did not throw. I was like, dude, fuck, how did I throw again? I didn't throw, I didn't throw, I didn't throw. I didn't troll, I didn't throw. We were chilling. This is my last supporter anyways. Shouldn't we keep the nest though in case of Iono? No, because I'm guaranteed to draw into Fez here. Oh, I don't have Mew on my bench. I can basically guarantee myself to draw into Fez. Actually, no, I might be able to guarantee it. Yeah, I guarantee draw Fez. Okay, but what would that even do? They can't knock out anyways. Alright. No, we're good, we're good. This is correct, this is correct. At first I was like, no, we lose. But no, we have bench space, so we can't lose. We can't lose. We have an out to Iron Leaves. Okay, with Bear Cypher, right? Is there one that is safer? I don't know if there's one that's safer, to be honest at all. Does it matter? I don't think it matters, to be honest. I don't think it matters what I attack with there, to be honest. All right. Oh my gosh, bro. Couple throws, couple misplays. Dub in the end, though.